lineup changes for you tonight?
Yeah, tonight we'll have Gauntz is going in for Bemstrom, and Jake Bean will go in for Bayreuther.
Recording in progress.
Been a long time for Jake Bean. All indications that he's back to the way he was before he got hurt. And what are your expectations for him tonight, ice time wise?
Well, that'll be dictated by the player. You can't really have a whole lot of expectations until you see him in the game. So we'll see where he goes. We know what he can bring to our lineup there with his legs and his ability to move the puck. So, we'll see how he starts out here tonight.
You liked the way that Danforth and Gauntz were going. Do they go back together?
I'm not going to talk about our lines, but they're both going to be in the lineup tonight, yeah.
Any questions on Zoom? Questions, please?
Better hurry, I'll be out of here.
Oh, you wait. We'll go to Hedge. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Yes? Okay. Just wondering with Gavrikov, I mean, we saw he scored that goal, last game as his first in a while, but I mean, he's got 22 assists, 25 points for you. He's always going to be a defensive first defenseman, and we know that. But I mean, is it getting to the point where we can almost consider him like a two-way defenseman?
You can talk about him how you want. The way I see him, he's just a real hard player to play against, and that's really my expectation of him. I don't think he gets enough credit for his ability to read the rush offensively. He can jump into holes, make plays. But really, for me, how he plays, his heaviness, his ability to stop the play, he's got a real hardness to him that we need, and that's when he's at his best. There's no question. So to me, the offensive side's a bonus. From what I'm looking for from him, but it's not something I'm not seeing or appreciating. He's just a guy that we use in a lot of key situations and takes a lot of hard assignments.
Yeah. How much does it help, with some of these offensive defensemen going down for him to be able to contribute offensively?
Yeah, everybody who contributes is important. I mean, we're a team that has to do it by committee, and I think through this stretch here, last 4, 5, 6 weeks here, you've seen that it's been contributions from a lot of different guys, and that's how we're going to have to do it.
I know you have your guys, obviously, that you want to, when they're healthy, you want them in the lineup. But you guys have played really well. You mentioned this the other night. You guys have played really well since January 27th. Is it tough to, take a Bayreuther out and, to get Jake Bean back in there?
Yeah, this is a good situation we're in right now. We've got a lot of guys that have come in and played their tails off and really, put the club on their backs when we had some injuries. So, yeah, I've had to watch extra video. I was here early this morning doing that, just looking at certain guys, certain lines, because I got to make some tough decisions, and I love that. I love that I got to make some hard decisions now, and it should push some of these guys. You come in after a while. It's not that it's pressure, but there's a real high expectation of your competitiveness and what that has to look like. And if we don't see it, there's a guy that's ready to come in.
Yeah, and you mentioned how your team has, even though they're maybe not the biggest team, they've increased their physicality. That past 5 weeks or so. Bayreuther is one of those guys, right? Like that kind of stepped it up physically.
Yeah, he plays a hard game. He's a real simple player. I love how he goes about his business, as just his approach to the game, how he's very simplistic, but he needs to be physical, which he has. He's had a few scraps here and there. I think he's done it at the right times. He had that momentum, I thought, swinging scrap against Jersey there that night, or a few nights back, and kind of got our feet underneath us. So he's a guy that he's easy to like because of what he brings and how hard he plays. And again, to take him out, it's not easy, but we got a good defenseman going in, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, last one I have for you is on line A. Kind of along the similar lines of Gavrikov, I would think, only up front. Like, what you want from line A. You want him to shoot the puck and score the puck. But his ability to pass, I mean, he's been a pretty good passer in the past, but he's a point-a-game guy right now. I mean, has he surprised you with his ability to, set teammates up a little bit? I mean, that pass he made the other night was pretty incredible to Jake.
Yeah, I want him shooting the puck every time, to be honest with you, on a 2-on-1. I don't ever want him passing the puck. I've told him that 1,000 times, and he listens to me about 1 out of every 10. So, these guys are so good. He's been in this zone here for a while now. He's got to trust his instincts. I always tell him to do that for sure. But his shot's so good. He's like Bjorkstrand. I tell Bjorkstrand, don't ever pass it because they have these special shots that you want him to use. So it doesn't surprise me. I know he can pass a puck. It's not that he doesn't have the ability. It just, when you have a shot like that, it's a true weapon, and you want him to use it every time he's got the opportunity, especially when he's been playing the way he has. Every time he shoots it, it feels like it's got a chance to go in. So, but he's going to make his reads. I'm not going to overcoach that for him. That'd be silly. He's got very good offensive instincts, and I want him to use them.
Yeah, Lars, there probably aren't too many people in the world right now who should be telling Patrick Laine how to score goals. But when he, on that shootout attempt, rather than using his big-time weapon, the wrister, yada, yada, when he skates it in like that, do you just sort of wonder, like, what the thought process is there about that kind of attempt, or is it his free reign to do whatever he wants with that spot?
Well, if he scores, we don't talk about it. If he doesn't score, we say shoot the puck, right? So again, I'm not going to overcoach it. He's had very good success in the shootout. Obviously, this year hasn't been going as well, but history shows that he scores a lot. So I gotta, let him trust what he sees. He's a pretty smart guy, and I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Are there some healthy scratches, I'm referencing Bayreuther here, that you explain to the player maybe more than others? In other words, when you take him out, and I think you like the way that he's played a bit, is that a longer conversation today than maybe it is with other players that are coming in and out of the lineup more frequently?
Yeah, as we get healthier here, and some guys, when they come out, it may not be due to lack of performance. And those are the conversations we'll haven't had a chance to talk to him today, but I like what he's brought to our team. And, some guys are out due to, I want a little bit more, some guys due to circumstance and who's coming back. So, yeah, I think it's important to communicate with these guys the whys and why they're in and out, and to just continue to keep pushing.
You've worried in recent days about energy level and how much juice you guys might have. What is that tonight after a big game Saturday? Any concerns of a energy letdown here?
I hope not. We gave them a day yesterday. It's our third game in 4 nights. But, hopefully give them the day. They seem like they had a pretty good jump here this morning, but you never can tell from morning skate, right? So we'll see. You hope that we can keep squeezing more juice out of the orange, right? Because these guys we need energy to play. That's how we need to play. We got to be in people's faces and on our toes and play aggressive. So I'm hoping we have that again tonight.
We'll close out with Mark Shai. Go ahead, Mark.
And thanks, Glenn. Brad, just to confirm, Merzlikins starting tonight? And on Merzlikins, it seems like he's been battling the last few games, maybe a goal here or there that he wished he could have back. I know you referenced the other day that one of the goals he had was kind of a game changer. Are you seeing anything of concern with him as of late, or just how he's handling everything, especially from the mental aspect?
Yeah, I don't overcoach the goaltending position. Obviously, I let Manny deal with that. But he's had some good minutes in there, and he's got a good self-assessment of it too. I think there's a goal in each game where he wish he had back, but goalies are going to go through that. It happens, and sometimes we forget about some of the huge saves he does make, maybe early on in games, that could have been a 2-0 lead or give them the lead. So I'm not going to overthink that. I think his mindset's in the right place where it needs to be, and he'll be back in again tonight.
Thanks, Lars.